Well, here we are, the July 4th Monday stream, a little earlier than normal, and yeah, here we are. Wow, this is really loud. Turn that down just a little bit. There. Gotta wait for people to come in to see how that sounds, but that's alright. Yeah, coming a little early because festivities will keep me busy tonight, so I thought I'd hop on here this morning. I know I said I was questionable on whether I would stream today, but I found some time. No one else was streaming, so here I am. Eric, what's going on, buddy? Here we go. Notifications going out. Happy 4th to you too, my friend. Audio, video good? Awesome. I love to hear it. No agenda today, just hanging out and talking fish, talking whatever. Jamie, good to see you. Curtis, Marvin, Ginger, Linda, everyone rolling in now. Love the shirt, my watermelon shirt. I literally drug this out of the box just for today's stream. I was like, I need something festive for today. So, yeah. Paul, Curtis, thank you, my friend, for the $1. I appreciate it. Thunder Aquatics, good to see you, my friend. You still breeding Apistos, man? What's going on over there? I haven't been in the loop lately. Been kind of busy. Unholy Orders, good to see you too. Good to see everyone. 503 Aquatics. I was just lurking on your channel the other day. Good to see you. We're pretty close. We're getting closer. What? 4 months away now from the Portland show. Pretty excited about that. The only show I'm attending this year, I might actually make it to Aquashella next year. If they do one in February again, like they did this year, then yes, I will be going. So, there you go. Finally, I have never been to an Aquashella, and that's the one I don't think they have anything scheduled for next year, though. But if they do one in February, around that time, it could be February, March, whatever. Andy, what's going on, buddy? Says, how's it going? It's going well, thank you. Keep watching from the UK, so it's an early one for you. Means I can watch live for once. Yes, that's nice. A new mic seems to peak out. Yeah, I kind of been screwing with the mics lately. So let me work on that right now. I've got 4 different mics here, and I've been kind of messing with them. Oh, I know what I did. Hold on. Let's see. Go here, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Blue Water Jim with the $20 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Says happy 4th. Happy 4th to everyone. Same with Fish Tank Barn with the $5 super chat. And Ginger Grumble coming in with the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Always. Let's see who got them. Marvin, Chris, Michael, Medcow, Benjamin. Speaking of that, there will be no member stream today. I cannot do it. But we will make it up at some point. Veranded guy. I was just talking about you. Saturday. Someone that I was talking to just got an Ackie, and I was like, hey, I know somebody that breeds Ackies. So that's it. That's all it was. I didn't. That's the story. That's all. Good to see you, buddy. Laying beside the pool, so I'll just be lurking today. That sounds like a good place to be. Just a little late, Bob. Yep. I'm about 7 hours early, 6.5 hours early. Anyways, so Chris, Michael, Medcow, and Benjamin Peters. Congratulations. So yeah, we'll make that up at some point this week. I leave tomorrow to go camping for a couple days. So for the Get Outdoors channel, there'll be a new camping video hopefully in the next week or two. I'm not sure. We're doing a couple nights, so I'm not sure how long something like that's gonna take to edit. So we'll see. Happy Treason Day. Yep. Yep. Always late. That adjustment made it better, but still, somewhere the gains are turned up, Marvin, and I can't find it. That's what I'm looking for. I never remember where the gain is in Microsoft. And I had to increase it for Friday's stream, which if you haven't watched Friday's stream with Danny and I highly recommend it. It was pretty fun. It's a good time. We're going to do it hopefully every week when our schedules align. And then I'm actually going to see about uploading them as a podcast to wherever you upload podcasts. I've never done anything with podcasts in my life, so I have no idea how to do that, so I got to look into that. But man, I just don't know where it is. Watermelon slices, yes. The watermelon shirt. That shirt is a result of a lost bet, Bob. No. Shoot, are you kidding me? I wear this out on dates. This is how you test your dates. You gotta wear goofy stuff like this, and if they laugh, you know they're a keeper. If they look at you weird, hit the bricks. It's a test. The reptiles have really taken off, and I've got rid of all my fish. We're finally moving to Arizona next month, but the plan is to get back into it once we're out there. I want to do 75 to 100 gallon high tech. Awesome. So what kind of reptiles are you doing now? Reptiles have taken off. Kind of here too, kind of here and there. I saw on other channels that member badges have been added for 36 and 48 months. Really? That seems like something I would have heard about, but I'll check on that afterwards. Usually I would get some kind of notification for that. Let's see. Memberships. Badges and emojis. Look at that. It's 36 and 48. All right, I will get on that ASAP as possible today sometime. Well, I'll have it done before the next stream. How about that? Paul says, I enjoyed the stream. Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. I'm looking forward to the next one. Waving says the bronze god has returned. Yep. That was so funny. Somebody nearby is nuking my car's Bluetooth with FM doohickey, and I'm about to lose it. Sure. Yeah, Danny can has 30. Yeah, I don't know. To be fair, I haven't really been paying much attention to YouTube updates, so it's probably my own fault, but I'll fix that. I think I'm going to redo all the badges, to be honest, because they don't really make sense. The problem is I'm like the least creative person in the world, so I don't really know what to do. So, taking suggestions. Verneguy says, still doing the actives. Got a new bloodline going. Jungle carpets, sweet false water cobras, peach throat monitors, nice. And the most recent addition is a pair of unrelated eastern indigo snakes. I really want to do Brazilian rainbow boas. I don't know. Maybe not necessarily breed them, but at least I want to get it. I definitely want to get one. I've been missing my snake. I haven't had one for a while. I've been goofing around with garter snakes outside, just harassing them. But tips for breeding mollies. So most live bears are gonna like higher pH, and the trick is just feeding them. If you're having troubles breeding mollies, let me know. But normally, you just get a male and female and stick them in a tank and feed them, and they're good to go. But if you've had them for a while and they're still not breeding, then you got to start looking at water parameters. Like I said, they will like harder, higher pH water. And Ginger Grumble says, please remember to hit the like button. I agree. Yeah, Sharpie's Fish says, add water. That's about all it takes. I agree. Just add water. I thought you were going to stream today. Was working in the yard and came in from heat only to see this. I wasn't going to. Hey guys, hey, chill out, all right? I wasn't going to, but I did find some time, a little quiet time, Rainbow fish member badges. I could do that, certainly, but how would we rank them? I don't know. Rainbow boas are living art. They're so pretty. Insanely strong animals for their size, too. Yeah, they're just, I mean, yeah. They are literally living art. So beautiful. Carol says, hello, loving my tubs and koi pond is the best. I want it, actually, I don't know. I'll never be able to do it in this state, but I would love a rainbow fish pond. Size? 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 So yeah, Carol, good to see you. Hope things are going well there. Parkinsonize would have to be the height. That's true. That's true. I'm telling you, I think I could turn people if they saw my Parkinsonize rainbows that are out in the tubs. The orange on them when they're outside is just insane. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like super dark but super bright. How about vivid? It's like a dark orange and someone turned the contrast all the way up. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's it. They're just crazy looking. They look so good. Badges? What badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Well, I mean, we don't really, but I want a pink or orange toilet. Then paint your toilet pink. Imagine a pond with rainbows, all sizes. So there are guppies, Tom, with my Parkinsonize rainbow fish out in the tub. I can't film it yet because there's green water. Like it's 300 gallons and it's all green water. So it's very hard to film it. But if the green water goes away, then yes, I will be absolutely filming that tub because those rainbow fish are crazy. And even the other rainbow fish are looking pretty nutty. So I've got two 300-gallon tubs. One has mixed rainbows in it, and the other one has gold white clouds, guppies, and Parkinsonize. And as soon as that green water goes away, I'll absolutely be uploading a video. I've taken the GoPro out there, and I've taken my regular camera out there, and it just, you can't see anything. Hey, Bob, much love from Malaysia. Sweet. I want to ask a question. I got a free fish from my local shop, which was so suspicious to me because they're an aquascape shop and never give anything for free. What's the question, my friend? Brother, before rehoming the fish, the Parkinsonize got about 5-6 inches, and the orange and yellow was insane. They're pretty bland fish at first, but they grow up to be stunners. They really do. Grew up to be stunners, but yeah. That's what I'm saying. You never see like 5-6 inch Parkinsonize on YouTube. Never. So I guarantee you when I bring these fish back in the fall and they go in their 300-gallon tank in here, it's going to be insane. BJ Palmer, hello, says Happy Independence Day. Absolutely. Good to see you, BJ. Keep on mowing in the free world. What? Okay, here we go. Here's the follow-up. So I took a chance and medicated it with General Cure available in my area. We don't get API or anything, but the golden bar passed away after medication. Why do my fish always die after meds? That's very hard to diagnose. I have no idea why. My advice would be to not medicate them if there's nothing like wrong with them. So I used to be under the impression of I got a new fish, quarantine it, medicate it just to be safe. I don't do that anymore. If I get a new fish, I just observe it. If it looks fine after like a week or two, depending on where I get it from, kind of depends on how long I quarantine. But I don't just throw meds at fish anymore because it is stressful on their organs. And if you throw too much in there, it could cause issues when really there might not even be a need for it. So I would suggest just not medicating and observing, and if anything, I would just use salt. That's kind of my go-to now. But really, and like, there's no way to know for me, or no way for me to know what happened there. Alduin, my black throat monitor, is going to see fireworks tonight on his leash. I'm telling you guys, monitors are smarter than dogs. Just use caution feeding them. I'm telling you, Blue Water Jim, eventually I'm going to have my green tree monitors. I look all the time. They're never for sale. Not that I could afford them right now, but it might be one of those things like, if they come up for sale, I'm just going to throw them on a credit card. Like, I'm pretty anti-credit, but if a pair comes up, that might be a credit card purchase. Just because you never see them for sale anymore. Carol says, all the fish I'm keeping outside are 100% better than they were inside. Yeah, I agree. As soon as I put fish outside, they way better colors. And I don't know if it's just natural light, I mean, or they're just happier, but all the bugs they're eating, combination of all of that. But yeah, they love it outside. I do wish I was somewhere where I could keep fish outside all year round, but I don't see myself ever moving, so that's not going to happen. I do wonder if I could do like a covered, like carport, like, I don't know, do something. Obviously I could insulate them, but there's no real way in the winter to keep them warm enough without spending $1 billion on electricity. Almost 80 watching, only 44 likes. Please hit the like. Ginger Gumbo with the $5 super chat. Thank you. Please hit the like. So should I just put him in a tank by himself in the future? Maybe. I tried the salt treatment on my fungus molly, but he died too. I swear I watch all the instructions from your vids and Aquarium Co-op. I think the key is to just not overthink it. And all medications are different, so you really have to follow the instructions. I know a lot of people are like, well, it says, like, for instance, like 1 teaspoon of this, but I'm going to play it safe and only do like a half a teaspoon. Well, that's, if it did have something, it's going to be so diluted, it's probably not going to cure it. I mean, there's a chance that it could, but there's also a chance that it's just going to be too diluted to actually cure whatever's wrong with your fish. So my advice is just, if you are using medication, follow the instructions. Be careful about mixing medications, because that just puts more stress on their kidneys and liver and things like that. So, but yeah, it's tough. It's hard. You never really know. Debbie says, Bob, can I put dwarf rainbows in with my CPDs, purple harlequins, and chili rasboras? Yes, I don't see a problem with that at all. I've mixed all those fish with rainbows. Brandon Guy says, tree monitors have shot up in price because they're technically not allowed to collect them from the wild anymore. Farm bred and captive bred are only now. Demand has shot up too, so it's a double whammy. Yep. Regina Phalanges with a $15 super chat says, new chair for Danny Fun. Happy 4th. Thank you, Regina Phalanges. There will be new chairs here as soon as, probably in a couple weeks. So, I don't know if they'll be ready for this week's stream, but hopefully by next week. I got to move some stuff out of the room and rearrange some stuff to fit some more chairs in. So, Dance Fish Link is not here. That is true. I did forget, of course. Why would I remember to do that? And again, thanks for everyone who's been using that link. It's been working out pretty well. I do appreciate it, and you get some pretty awesome fish out of the deal too. So there you go. Let's get this set up here. And of course that is an affiliate link, but if you want to check that out, new fish added all the time. Usually under description section. Oh, it is under the description section, but I don't think mobile gets descriptions. Something weird like that. But I did not have it pinned in the chat. But it is always in the description. And people have actually gone out of their way to find that and use it. So I'm super appreciative of that. While I'm on the website, I gotta check the rainbow fish status here. Oh, still not very many rainbow fish. But the rumor is there's some on the way. The rumor mill. The rumor mill. There's some on the way. About what fish do you overwinter in your tubs? Only my white clouds. That's it. There was some goldfish that made it accidentally. I didn't know there were still 2 in there, and they made it over the winter. But yeah, the only ones I specifically leave outside are white clouds. If I had rice fish, I would do rice fish as well. I don't know. I need to get a hold of Dean and see if he has any for sale. Because I would like to get rice fish again. I accidentally killed mine last year. And yeah. I wish I had a Morph Market affiliate link. I order way more reptiles than I do fish. Interesting. I do go on Morph Market every once in a while. However, I didn't even know they had an affiliate program. Interesting. I wonder how that works. Usually though, it's only the way most affiliate links work. Usually it's like if you've never ordered, then you get the affiliate. But if you've already ordered and then use my link, you may or may not, depending on the person or the company. Some people, like Amazon, you could use my link at any time and it works all the time. Other sites like Josh's Frog, it's only for like new customers, so I haven't even bothered like reaching out to them because I don't really like those kind of affiliate links. Hey Paul, MC Regina, everyone's saying hello. Kenny, Medicating Aquatics, what's going on? Kenny, 4 months, almost exactly 4 months. Is there anything out? I'm curious if there's anything outside of the show planned, like after the show ends, like dinners, get-togethers. Obviously, people are going to be crashing your house, I'm sure, one of the nights or probably both the nights. I don't know. Just curious if there's anything officially planned or thought of, or any musings of that sort. Debbie says, thank you, Bob. I'm very happy. Good. You got it, Ginger. Smashed that like. Smashed it. Scroll up. Thank you, Bob. I really appreciate it. I've tried this question on so many streams, and they try, but I finally got my answer today. By the way, I loved your stream with Alex. Hope to see the next one soon. Yeah, we'll have him back on here one of these days. And maybe some other guests as well. I don't know. How long are we streaming today? I have no idea. At least an hour. Definitely at least an hour. So that's the goal, and then we'll see. Denikin after parties is about it so far. Nice. Regina says, I really want some of Dan's red pencilfish. So beautiful. I agree. But I could say that about almost any pencilfish. Some of them are kind of meh, but still, I think good looking in their own right. What's the going rate on these pencilfish? Anyways, let's take a look. Lots of tetras for sale. Ooh, the coral red pencilfish. Yeah. Problem with the coral reds is how expensive they are. Yikes. But it's hard to find a better looking fish than a coral red pencilfish. I'm just sorry. I'm distracted by fish now. Red splash tetras. Those are pretty awesome. You know what's a really cool tetra that not a lot of people keep is the blue tetra. I don't know why I said that 3 times, but the blue tetra. The blue kochu tetra. Anyways, I'm distracted. I'll come back. I officially stole a Daphne culture from my school. Too late, I already read it. And I said second. Okay, never mind. I forgot the rest of it. Something about second. I don't know. You deleted it too fast. I thought I had it, but I didn't. Chris says, I just set up a 20 long and used seeded media, and the tank is still a bit cloudy after 24 hours. Just give it time, or should it totally clear using a sponge filter? It'll eventually clear. There could be a chance you have you could have some, well, It could be bacteria, which will take longer to clear up, but still, it will definitely clear up over time. But how long? Don't know yet. Don't know yet. You'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it could be bacteria. Dr. Anthony will be bringing coral red pencilfish for the Sunday auction for Fishtoberfest. Oh, so you guys are doing an auction this time? Because there wasn't an auction last time, right? Wow. Maybe I will be coming home with fish. I don't know. What's my opinion on keeping discus with rainbows and Congo tetras? I depending on what temperature you're gonna keep them at. Like if you're doing upper 80s, I probably wouldn't do rainbow fish. There's definitely some species that can do it, like Bosemani. But in my experience, rainbow fish do better in cooler climates, like mid 70s. But that doesn't mean that they can't be in warmer water. But they will absolutely all get along just fine. I was fixing a typo, but it was a joke about your stance on secondary education. I'm getting my value via Daphnia. That's probably some expensive Daphnia then. Blue tetra are like giant silvertip tetras. I'm not sure if they're related, but so dope. Bob Vance, good to see you. If I was still a golfer, I would have to come golfing with you while you're in town, but honestly, I don't even know where my golf clubs are at this point. And it would just be a big, giant, embarrassing failure. Liquid Zoo OnlyFins, welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. How much wood would a woodchuck... Oh, how much wood would a Bigfoot chuck if a Bigfoot did exist? What do you mean, if? If? There is no if. Look at this. Right there. Bigfoot Observer's Field Manual. This teaches you how to spot Bigfoot in the wild. If there was no Bigfoot, this would not exist. So, there you go. If you diligently apply the principles described in this manual precisely as they are presented, the trammel veils will lift and the truth will be separated from fiction in this great adventure. I salute you. Acquiring this manual indicates that you are a special person indeed. I am at your service, Robert W. Morgan. A practical and easy to follow step-by-step guide to your very own face-to-face encounter with a legend. With a legend. There you go. There is no if. Holy smokes, Liquid Zoo OnlyFans gifting 5 memberships. Bob Vance, Some Dude, Ariel, Jason, and Bob. These are coming in quick today. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. My dog's sad because I got rid of the love seat that was in here, which he used to crawl up and put his face right here. So now he can't photobomb the stream, but he has a lot more room to wrestle in here, so he is happy about that. I just can't seem to get the hang of golf. I think golf is like one of those things, like you have to have like an aha moment. I struggled with it when I first started like decades ago, and then all of a sudden you just like, oh, that's how it works. And then there's like little improvements that you make, you know, throughout the years of playing, but it's definitely, I feel like you go from really bad to average pretty quickly. Like it may take years, but once you figure it out, you go from like a 50 or 100 handicap to like a sub 20 like in a week once you figure it out. I've been in the countryside all day working. It's a holiday. There's no work today. Very festive outfit. Yeah, you like my watermelons? Everybody loves watermelons. Mike, what's going on, buddy? Says, been a while. Brother, just want to stop in and say happy 4th. It has been a while. Good to see you. One of my old bosses has some of the greatest Bigfoot evidence out there. Was even mentioned in National Geographic, and this was a boss at a car dealership, so you know he was telling the truth. Oh, yeah. If there's anyone you can trust, it's a car salesman, for sure. Is there anyone more trustworthy than a car salesman? Maybe a car mechanic. Mechanics, car salesmen, lawyers, all fully, politicians, all trustworthy. Also, I bet you find that book in the nonfiction section also, just saying. That's true. That's true. Oh, man. Leo209 says, Steenfott, right now got my 7L134, found a good source to get pairs for 130. What do you think? Adding 4 more plecos to my colony. I think $130 for a pair, if that's what you mean, is a really good deal on leopard frog plecos. That's a really good deal. I have to say, I do miss Arlo popping into the frame already. We'll figure something out, but yeah. When the love seat was in here, there was just not a lot of room for them to wrestle. But now, I mean, they've been going at it this whole stream, so they're a little bit happier. But he'll get screen time. Hey now. There he is, Bob Vance. There he is. I guess that's why I didn't sell many cars. I was gonna be a car salesman at one point in my life, and I I did my interview, and I was like, screw this nonsense. I have no desire to work here. It was something I was gonna do just because I love cars, and then like I got kind of an idea of the atmosphere during the interview, and I'm like, yeah. They're like, so when do you want to start? And I'm like, well, I'll be back tomorrow. And I was like, I never went back. I was like, screw that. $130 for a pair. That's a really good price. I don't know if the price of leopard frog plecos come down, but they used to be $100 a piece. Like back when I had them, when I had my colony. My friend has an African butterfly fish, and he said put it in a 10-gallon. So I was like, don't those get big? He's like, no, Google says it remains small. I searched, and it needs a 4-foot tank. They're not like big, but I don't know that I would keep one in a 10-gallon tank. I come here for the dogs. Ay. They'll be here. He can still pop his nose up in here if he really wanted to. Maybe I'm in his way. Come here. Oh, can you see his nose? Maybe? No? Oh, there's his nose. See, he just has to stretch. Come here. Come here. No? Hey. Come here. Oh, thanks. There. Whoa, thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Kenny. Mr. Car Guy. Not a lot are bad, but a few are jerks and they make us look bad. I mean, that's really how it is everywhere, right? It's always the minority that makes the majority looks bad. No matter what profession, hobby, sport, it doesn't matter. Right now they sell around 60 and up a fish. That's crazy. That seems so cheap to me. I don't know. You better? You feel better? No? You're still going to keep bumping my microphone? All right. I stayed 6 months in car sales, then went. I mean, probably the last couple years was probably pretty good for a car salesman. I mean, like the new Lightning, for instance, Kenny, I don't know what y'all are smoking, but I saw an invoice for the new Lightning, and they're selling them for $70,000 over invoice, like their little dealer markup. Like, what kind of commission is a salesman getting on a $70,000 markup? It's like a $70,000 truck or whatever. They're gonna sell them for $150. That's crazy. But hey, if someone's dumb enough to pay that much over the price tag, then so be it. They don't deserve that extra $70,000 in their bank account. I'm going to Triple Crown. Triple Crown. I am not. Nope. I will not be there. I wish I was going, but I'm not. There's my Adobe. KG, no, that's my Adobe. Mine. The ones that are expensive are the L397 right now. Well, that's good because I have a whole bunch of those. I think I have 7 of them, ish. 5 or 7, I don't know. I haven't seen them all in a long time. But I am taking down that tank next, so I'll get an accurate count. But I know I got some from Aquatic Arts. I already had some before that. So yeah. Dealerships are lucky to even get 1 or 2 lightnings. I think they're lucky just to get a freaking Ranger. Like, I would love to buy myself a new Ranger, but they're never in stock. You can't buy them. Or it's some stupid version, or even like the Maverick. I don't know that I would buy a Maverick, but I'm interested in test driving it to see if I would buy one. My L83 Pleco has been with me for like a year and is losing its white tail, but no bristles on its nose. L183 maybe? Could it be female? I want to try to breed them. So there's like L183 for L181, 182, L183. They kind of get mismarked a lot in the wholesale and retail trade. Some of them lose their white marks. Some of them don't. If it's no bristles, it's probably a female though. And older bristlenose Pleco female will get the bristles. They'll just be like really small, like nothing in comparison to the male. Dealer lightnings aren't even for sale till the end of the year. I must have been somebody posted an invoice. Ford is cracking down on that, but the answer to your question is they will put flats on the rig, so the company makes $68,000 and only pays the sales rep up to $2,000. Man, I remember back in the day when I could just walk into a dealership and be like, I want a 2-pound deal. And they'd be like, oh, you know the lingo. Okay. And they would just like take 5 minutes to buy a car. I still want a Ford Baja. I want a Volkswagen Bug Baja. Like the old dune buggy Baja little things. Just for like scooting around town. They're street legal. Little dune buggy. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about? I haven't seen one of those things in forever. But I saw one the other day and I was like, I gotta get one of those. Specialized vehicles like the Raptor, Lightning, Laguna, I don't even know what the Laguna is, are delivered to dealers based on performance. If the dealer isn't selling, they won't get them. Well, I mean, that makes sense. Ford is limiting the markup and a personal. How do they limit personal resale? Contracts when you buy one, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I want a little car for just running into town and running into town and back and not having to drive an F-150 that gets 1 mile to the gallon. Hey, don't chew on that. My dream is a V-dub camper van, circa 6063. Viewer number 100. You are the winner. You win. How long is too long to cycle a fishless tank? I don't think there is such an answer. It takes as long as it takes. Whether it's 2 days or 2 months. A buddy of mine had a Baja Bug that he drove here from California. They're pretty rad, in my opinion. Normal pay is 25% of the gross on a Lightning. Let's say 68,000 profit. Only gives the sales rep 2K, but it should have been 17K. That's such bullshit. Catherine Page says, "Isn't this your favorite holiday?" It used to be. It used to be. It is my second favorite now, just because the price of fireworks is absurd. That it no longer makes this holiday as fun if I can't blow something up, and I refuse to pay current prices. And they've been, and it's not COVID. Like even before COVID, like the prices have skyrocketed. Ginger Grumble gifting 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Silver, Leo, Jimmy, Scott, Jimmy P, John, the stir fry guy, all caught lurking. You got busted, called out. Legion Aquatics says, I'm on the road moving across country, 30-hour drive. Jacob, hopefully there's some park in Sonai where you're moving to. Hey! No. I need to look up a 79 B100. I just learned of them, and they are not on my bucket list, or they are now, maybe? Now that I know that Ford Rangers are still exported to Malaysia because they're everywhere here, there's none left for the home in America. I mean, there's some, there's just no options. No, you get what you get, whatever's there. You got no choice. I mean, more than that on Raptors, it was a guarantee 5K. Raptors are interesting. The Shelby Raptor is a Raptor I would own. A regular Raptor, I don't think so. Relatable spent $350 on fireworks and they lasted 4 minutes. Yeah. See, I used to be able to buy them wholesale, which, so knowing how much they actually are versus how much they're charging people, it just, my brain explodes. I can't do it. If you're on a computer, it will come up as an option when you hit the dollar button. 1979 B100. That's almost what I'm after. I'm after the 4-door Bronco or the Ford Centurion. Look up the Ford Centurion. They're almost impossible to find. But it's a big 4-door Bronco. And it's another car that gets 1 mile to the gallon, but whatever. Ay, ay, ay. GP says, I had my arms in a tank, Bob. Happy 4th, and thanks for the membership. After running some errands, I will catch the rest on replay. Welcome new members. Hit the like. Happy 4th. Thank you, Ginger Grumble, for the 10 gifted subs and the $10 super chats. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. V6 Rangers are nice. Don't mess with the 4-cylinder if you tend to work truck. Nope. I would only get the V6. I'm assuming it's enabled because you can't enable it because I don't see that button. You're not alone. I've never figured it out either. Anyways. Drink break. I'm not getting good miles per gallon. I don't think anyone is getting good miles per gallon. I need to find a Geo Metro. That's what I really need. A Geo Metro. Get 100 miles to the gallon. Never 100 miles to the gallon. How nice would that be? Or one of the cars that run on water. Either or. I'll be fine. To continue the membership after the month, do I have to wait till after it's up? I think so. I think what happens is you get like a notice and it'll ask you if you want to continue. But I'm not sure. There's a Reptile Bronco 2, but it probably has a 4-banger EcoBoost. It's probably the 3-cylinder. Person ran a year ago, test drove the F-150 and really didn't like the V6 turbo. Good old Hemi. Centurions are sweet. I got my work has one. It's like an ad. Yeah, they're so hard to find. Hyundai Santa Cruz. I don't think I could ever buy another Hyundai. I'm bitter. Looking for a gas saver till Danny's Aptera gets here. I'll take 72 to fill up my 2017 Accord. It takes 72. $72? 72 gerbils? Or like a Ford Fiesta. I've seen people that make generators that run on water. Why can't cars? Cars do. It's just the people that make them get killed. Happens every time. So if you ever do make a car that runs on water, don't tell anyone. To get membership, you click allow. If you don't see allow, you don't qualify. Not qualified. You're banned. Banned from membership. $210 to fill up my F-150. And my F-150 has 2 tanks. Yeah. But I don't drive anywhere anyways. So going camping this week will be the farthest I've driven in a very long time. So I can't complain. Hyundai, not Honda. Hondas don't run forever. Hondas are definitely... The Hondas of like the 90s, like that era of Honda is over. They definitely do not run forever anymore. They're not what they used to be. Still great cars, don't get me wrong, but they're definitely not like a 98 Accord or a 94 Civic that'll get millions of miles on them and cost like $1 to fix. Those cars are long gone. I had a Fiesta for a while, great gas. For some reason, I just like smaller cars. My Ford Escort GT, small car. Hatchback, small car. Volkswagen Corrado, small car. My Hyundai Genesis, not as small, but still a small car. I don't know. It's like fat guy in a little coat, right? I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I like it. J. Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics with the $5 super chat says, Happy 4th, Bob. Thank you for streaming for us on this holiday. Well, thank you, sir, for the $5 super chat. I definitely appreciate it. Even though we're not really talking about fish, but that's usually the case around here. Oh, I feel bad for the people that are rewatching the stream. Like, when are we going to talk about fish? I missed my motorcycle I had back in high school. I got about 68 miles per gallon. I get about like 45-ish on my motorcycle. Roughly 40 to 50 on my motorcycle. Kenny says, have to head out. Have a great 4th, everyone. Thanks, Kenny, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Good seeing you as always. Get a Toyota Tacoma? No. Honda Civic and Element are sick. I would drive an all-wheel drive Element. I mean, that's like the perfect dog vehicle, in my opinion. Especially for older dogs. You get the all-wheel drive. You can still go up in the mountains. And they're lower, they're not like low, but they're low enough to like an elderly dog could jump in and out. It's a pretty good vehicle. I might end up with one someday. Probably not, but you never know. You don't want to convert your horse to diesel, or your horse shit to diesel. I just gonna buy a horse. Like, a horse seems to be way cheaper than gas right now. I've got plenty of grass for it to eat. Whatever. You get your motorcycle running yet? No. So it used to get 45 to 50 miles per the gallon. Now it gets 0. I just haven't had time. There is a motor shop. I finally found a motorcycle shop to take it to. I just haven't had time. Or like I don't even want to know what it's going to cost to fix it at this point. Texas Fish Room, what's going on, buddy? Good afternoon, y'all. Been listening while mowing. I used to think smaller cars were all right until getting in my first truck. I never want to go back, but I'm also tall. It is nice sitting up high and be able to see everything. I drove a car the other day, and it was like really low to the ground, and I was like, man, I can't even see around this bush to see if there's a car coming. So that is the nice thing about a truck, I will say. Oh, the Helix are stupid expensive, man. Stupid expensive. Hondas and Nissans are not what they used to be. Definitely not. Those days are long gone. See, I was going to wear my keepfishkeeping.com t-shirt, but I was like, I needed something a little more festive, so I threw on the watermelon. I think small cars are fun to drive for me, because it's like driving a go-kart. That's why I like small cars. Run your car on McDonald's fryer oil. I mean, there's people that do that. I would also run a solar vehicle. I've been looking into solar cars. There's one coming out that's about $50,000. It's a 2-seater. It gets about 300 miles on a full charge, and obviously charges while you drive it. And it takes, like, on a sunny day, I forget how many hours, like 6 hours ish to charge it to full, which would be perfect for me. I mean, I never drive more than 300 miles anyways. But not electric. Well, technically electric, but absolutely 100% solar. I think is the way to go. When I was in high school, I was in a solar car club, and we built and raced solar cars. And I was like, if we can build solar cars like hundreds of years ago when I was in high school, like, why aren't they more readily available now? But I don't know. They're just not. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll build another one. I haven't built a solar car in a very long time, and it's not that hard. I agree. Good fun. Good fun. Always thought a sleeper car would be fun. I always thought a sleeper car would be fun too, but I love like the rumble of a carbureted engine with like a really good exhaust. Not like annoyingly loud, but just that rumble, and that kind of gives it away, right? Like, it's not much of a sleeper. A rat rod shrimp solar car. I know Corey wants me to turn my police car into like a fish police car, which I might someday. I don't know what I'm gonna. I still might sell it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Can't wait to get the solar up on my fish room. Just need the batteries. I tried so hard to find a solar company that would work with me. I'm like, look, I'm not even asking for your stuff for free. Just give me a good discount, and I'll wire up my fish room solar. And, you know, obviously give you guys all the credit. Well, not all the credit, but you know what I mean. The clout. And all the companies were like, what the F is a fish room? I'm like, never mind. None of them would go for it. None of them. My channel is just not large enough. As much as it rains where you live, solar might be a bad idea. It's actually not. Even on Overcast, like the solar in my ponds runs all day long, even in Overcast. So you still get a charge, and you technically could recharge it if you plugged it into like your house or wall outlet, which I would never do. That just kind of defeats the purpose. Like, if electricity is getting so expensive, like, what's the point? I might as well just pay for gas. One's not really cheaper than the other anymore. As much as it rains, okay, we got that one. Do you have a Dodge Polaris with a 440? Those are the bomb. Do I have one? No. Do you have a Dodge Polaris? No. There's DIY solar kits now. Oh yeah. Yep. Leo says, I got 2 male L397s now. Need to find some females. I haven't even sexed mine yet. I have no idea. I got my 397s when they were about that big. And one of them is definitely the bully of the group, because there's one of them that's like this big now. I'm exaggerating. And then all the other ones are just like a couple inches. So one of them's definitely been stealing all the food. The electric car has quite the history. My grandfather worked as the head of a mechanic for Ford. When the Studebaker had their electric, he saw the effects of fossil fuels back then. Yeah. There's a pretty good documentary called Who Killed the Electric Car. That's worth a watch if you're ever really bored. I had an old neighbor that ran a Chevy pickup on a propane and water. He had some kind of injector atomizer as a throttle body, like a spacer. I mean, Bob Lazar he runs his car on water. Like, they're out there. Costco sells a solar panel kit for $1,800. Oh, I'm deeply involved in solar with my new house build. Like, it's gonna be all solar, so very well read on solar, the options. Just got to buy batteries, and more batteries, and then use all those fossil fuels to mine those batteries, minerals. What is the conspiracy with female scarlet batis? They are gold now. They've always been gold. They've tried their hardest to never export female scarlet batis so they can control the market. Kind of like diamonds, right? There are diamonds everywhere, but they're expensive because they control the supply and demand. Same thing with the female scarlet batis. Bob Lazar is freaking genius. I love that man. Yep. So that is the conspiracy with the female scarlet batis. It's the same reason, like, at wholesalers, they don't sell female guppies from... So they sell, like, you can buy, like, mixed female guppies. But all the males, you can buy, like, specific lines and types of males, but they don't sell the females because they don't want people breeding them. We got a 2022 hybrid, got 64 miles to the gallon in 3 days. So this is how you know it's a scam. Like, in the 90s, we got cars that were getting 50 miles to the gallon. Here we are, 40 years later, and we're only getting 64 miles to the gallon? Like, come on. The technology is there. We all know it's there. But they got to gouge us. What's my favorite Pleco right now? Probably still the Sultan Pleco, the L264. It's been my favorite for quite a while. I just think it's a beautiful Pleco. I love the white stripes, the black spots, like everything about that fish I absolutely love. And I have some of those too. Those are pretty much the only two Plecos I have right now. I have some, like, I have a long fin, I've got a red long fin bristle nose. I've got a green dragon here, there scattered out. But as far as actually fancy Plecos, the 264 and the 397 are the only ones I have right now. I just got a solar generator and kit, playing with it for barns. Hope to figure it out. Winter solution for my tubs. Takes a lot. It takes a lot. I've got my solar generator and my solar panel that I use to recharge. So anything that I recharge with a USB, I use solar to recharge it, except my cell phone. But like lights, like the auto feeders, anything that needs to be recharged outside of my cell phone. I'll use my cell phone, but I'll use it to recharge my cell phone. It's just not all the time. Like if I come in now and I'm like, oh man, I'm only at 20%. I gotta plug in my phone. Then I'll use electricity. I guess, I don't know. The grid. I'll use the grid. Otherwise, everything gets plugged into my solar generator. And I'm probably saving like $3 a year, but I don't care because I'm saving more than that in my mind. I had a Salt and Pleco for about 2 months before I had to sell it. Oh, that's too bad. They're so awesome though. Can we find a good example of a Sultan Pleco? Just for anybody that might not know what this is. I don't know, the gray, the black spots, the white tips on the fins. Like I said, I love everything about this fish. I think it's pretty unique. I still love the para Pleco. So the L75 Pleco is also a favorite of mine. This guy right here, I would love to work with this species again. Another one of my favorite Plecos, like all-time favorite Plecos. And there's some other variants of this that, so like if it's just the pattern you like, there's some other Plecos that have like this cheetah pattern. So that's, I mean, I just like the cheetah pattern, to be honest. So a couple of my favorites there. Nowhere to get eco food here in the States, and what do you think is the best Pleco food? I don't know what eco food is. Am I just drawing a blank? That's not ringing a bell. And what do you think is the best Pleco food? I think it's up to your Pleco to decide that. Ebo food? I don't even know what that is either. I don't know. I think the best thing you could do for your fish is give it variety. Like anything, I mean, we don't want to eat the same thing every single day, right? Either do your fish, like they will. I mean, we feed our pets the same thing all the time, which, you know, variety is the spice of life. Give it some variety. That's my best advice. I don't think there is one best thing to only feed your fish. It always needs variety. The house we're moving to in Arizona has a full solar system, and I'm really stoked, especially with all the lights and heating elements for the reptiles. It's going to make a big difference. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that like sell electricity back to the power company. That's crazy. I'm so over the price of diesel here, and I'm looking for Toyota hybrids, but the wait time is for the popular models. Popular models is 14-month wait list, and now there's diesel shortages. Like there's going to be like in the Midwest, there's some places where you can't even get diesel fuel right now. Diesel oil. I know somebody that drives semis, and he had to go to like 4 places before he found someone that had oil to do an oil change on his rig. Like, it's gonna get crazy. The mango Pleco is pretty cool. I do like the mango Pleco. Probably not going to make the top like 3 or maybe even 5 of my list, but still a cool Pleco. I really like the L200. Like a good quality green phantom Pleco is pretty hard to beat in my opinion. Bob, I'm definitely going to be getting dwarf rainbows. Just need a Pleco suggestion for my 30-gallon community tank. I would stick with a Hypensistrus because most of them are going to stay pretty small. So like any of the like the Colombian, like a Colombian zebra Pleco would be pretty neat in there. They're not too expensive. They stay, you know, right around 3 inches. So maybe something like that, like a Colombian zebra Pleco. Look, if you want to look them up. Do I still have this up? Maybe I can just show you one. The old L129. They're pretty neat. And like I said, not even that expensive. Pretty cool little Pleco. Stays about 3 inches. Maybe 3.5 if you're really stretching it. I don't know what the price point is now, but you used to be able to buy these for under $20. They may be like 30-ish, 40-ish, I don't know. But you used to be able to buy these for 15, 20 bucks all day long. It's such a neat little friendly Pleco. Can't go wrong. I'm just going to call you 259. It says, my dogs have pretty much only ate raw. Makes your dog lean and mean. Well, I don't know about mean, but I 100% am on board with raw food. You all know that. What are good tank mates for electric blue Acara? Rainbow fish. Duh. What do you think I was going to say? Rainbow fish, and more rainbow fish. I wonder how many people don't come to my stream anymore to ask questions just because they know the answer is going to be rainbow fish. That'll happen. Depths of Unknown says I had an L47 once, but unfortunately it passed on. I blame myself, but I do want another. One of my dream plecos that I'll never own is the Adonis pleco, and only because they're like 18 feet long. But I love the lyre tail, and you pretty much have to keep it by itself, otherwise the lyre tail is just gonna get eaten off. But let me see if I can find a really good picture. It's hard to find adult pictures because no one ever keeps them to adults because they get too big and they end up dying. This is a decent picture. It's still small though, like I said. You never find pictures of adults of this fish. But I love the polka dots, and the super long lyre tail is amazing. How about tank mates for Scarlet Batis? Pseudo-moguls. Let's see. Pseudo-mogul luminatus, one of the best luminatus. Like, how could you not like this fish? They only get like an inch, so perfect. Perfect for Scarlet Batis. I would like to meet someone that says this is not a cool looking fish. Like, you don't have to keep it. You don't ever have to want to have it, but you got to admit that's a cool looking fish. The colors, the finnage. Don't even talk about their behavior. Their behavior is ridiculously awesome. You see this picture right here? They are always, males do this nonstop in your tank. Constantly flashing. They spin around in 360, like they just spin in circles like crazy all day long. Just males going at it. Like, it's, I mean, pseudomogills, like if you've never kept pseudomogills, there's so many cool species. Probably one of the best looking fish in the hobby is a pseudomogill, right? I mean, give me a break. This is awesome. Awesome fish. I'm telling you, if you've never kept pseudomogills, look into them. You shan't regret it. Let's see if we can get a variety of them up here. Okay, here we go. Here's a good variety. Right? All kinds of different types, different colors. Like, look at this one. Right? I mean, let's be real, folks. Look at this one. Look at that fish. I'm telling you. I'm going to buy like 500 pseudomogills and put them in a tank. You heard it here, folks. Maybe that's what I'll do in my 300 gallon. I'll have like 1 billion pseudomogills in it. Let me see. Can I even buy them right now? I'm going to look. I have to look right now. Let's see. Okay. Let's pull up the old wholesale list here. Click to open stock list. What do we got available? Rainbow fish, rasboras, angelfish, goldfish, koi, knifefish, rainbows. Here we go. Gertrude, signifer, and fricatas. Okay, maybe not 500 because they're expensive. Maybe like 100. How about that? So we can do signifer. I can do this one. Pseudomogil signifer. What else do I have access to right now? Gertrude, which is always nice. Gertrude, so as I call them. These guys, can't go wrong there. And of course the frickatas that we already looked at, those are available. I probably won't get frickatas because they're kind of divas. I don't know. I think, what do you think? Like 100 of these in a fish tank? I think that'd be pretty rad. Just look at them, man. Look at them. Where am I at? Here I am. Here I am. Telling you. Right? Those are really something. I'm telling you. How would you even feed those fry? So, Brandon guy, fun fact, their fry are actually larger than most like Melanotania species. So, like Bosemani fry are smaller than Gertrude fry. And it's pretty crazy to think about. I have Gertrude Aru 4s I've been breeding. Sweet. All you need is a group of 8 to 12 and you can get 100 real quick. True, but I mean, honestly, when you can buy wholesale, why not just buy 100? Let's be real. If you don't know like the price of fish on wholesale, it's considerably, like, the markup is pretty insane. Where would I get fish online? Probably on that link I have pinned at the top of chat. Haven't been able to find Sumagill Solosi anywhere at this point, considering giving up and changing the tank to fancy goldfish. Oh, don't do that. Pseudotropheus Solosi. Let's see what's available on old Aquabid. Oh, not a whole lot at all. Holy smokes. All right. California cichlids. Here you go. Here. Seems kind of expensive. And 3 males to 1 female doesn't seem very smart. $20 a fish. That seems pretty pricey for Solosi. It is a care species, though, I believe. Or at least it used to be. I don't know if it still is. But, you know, the good thing is they do breed like guppies, so it wouldn't take long. Sure, you're spending $80 on 4 fish, but eventually you'd have a ton of them. I don't think I've ever bought fish from this person, but 222 out of 225 reviews is pretty good. Like, good reviews. Look at this list. Remember Aquabid like 5 years ago when the cichlid section would be like 10 pages? This is crazy to me. Wow. Do I have access to Solosii? Let's see. Cichlid. South American? No. No. African haps, African peacocks, Maboon. Okay, here we go. Solosii. Williams eyes, Soclofi, Kenya, Masomo, Demonzoni, ACI, Aratus, ugh, Yellow Labs, Hongai, no Stolosii. Interesting. Buy 100 and wind up with 500. That means all that means I can sell them, right? You think that'd be cool with Scarlet Mattis? Oh yeah, for sure. If anything, the Scarlet Mattis would harass the pseudo McGills, but Scarlet Mattis tend to stay towards the bottom. Pseudo McGills stay towards the top. You should be all right. Have I seen Camp Keenan's recreational pond? It's full of amazing African cichlids with rare aquatic turtles. It looks like paradise. Yep, I've seen it. It's pretty cool. Super jealous, but you know, it's one of the advantages of living in Florida, I guess. If I lived in Florida, I would have a giant pond full of rainbow fish. Audra, hi Bob, peace and chat. Can't stay. Happy 4th to all those who are here in the U.S. Happy 4th to you too. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Someone says the wet spot. I mean, you could look there. I try to not advertise them at all because They're kind of jerks, but I'm sure you could probably find them there. So if you're desperate, you could probably find them at the wet spot. Not the wetspot.com though. Don't go there. Let's see. Oh man, there's way too much to scroll through here. I'm not looking. You can look. Love those guitars. Me too. I like the red one's my favorite. What do you think about baby cories with guppies in a pond? Of course, with a heater. You can put anything in a pond. Like, I've had Corridoras in ponds many times. I've had guppies in ponds many times. I've had both together in ponds many times. It's really fun. Literally anything in a pond is fun, right? Literally anything. Uh-oh. Am I still here? Am I still here? I'm getting a warning that my connection is bad. Oh, I think it came back. I'm back. I don't know if you guys got lag, but I certainly did. All right, here we go. All right, how many plants do you have? Are you going to go off the rails like Jimmy did? I've been giving away a lot of plants recently. The way I did it is I bought a lot of plants, and whatever did well in my fish room, I kept, and whatever did not do well, I've been giving away. So, am I going to go off the rails? No. Not more than I already have. But I just, not knowing that much about houseplants, I just bought like one of everything. And so yeah. The philodendrons do well, the monstera do well, pothos does well, and that's kind of the three that I'm just going to stick to from now on. But I'm not going to go crazy, like buy a $500 plant. I'm going to buy a bunch of, cheaper plants like the ones behind me, and then just have a lot of them and let them grow out, because I do like my fish tanks. I like the jungle look, and I want my fish room to look like a jungle as well. Would love to do a pond in Arizona, but it's too hot. Would have to make it like 10 feet deep. At that point, might as well do a swimming pool. Well, yeah, you do a saltwater swimming pool with saltwater fish. I got blurry eyesight again. Are you having a stroke? I hope not. Here's a dead plant. You're welcome. It's more like, oh, this plant's dying. Does anybody want this before it completely dies? And someone always wants them. They're always rehabable. You just trim the dead leaves and they come right back if you treat them right. My definition of treating a houseplant right is giving it room light and water. Like, that's all these guys get. And if they thrive, I keep them. Micans aren't that cheap, Bob. This one right behind me, you're right. It was $60. But it's also massive, like it goes all the way down to the floor. So I feel like it was a pretty good deal. Westpot doesn't have them. What's a good alternative for Celosii in a 40 breeder? Already have 5 petrichor catfish. Was planning on doing bushy nose or 8 or so Celosii, but can't source. I would look up... what would I look up? My favorite is... I'm drawing a blank. But it's the... here, I'll bring it up. I know what it is. Like the Lion's Cove. Cinotilapia, Lions Cove. All right, let me bring it up for you. Oops. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. This is it. So this is kind of like a dwarf species, so it makes it perfect for a 40 breeder, and I used to have them in a 40 breeder. And this is the Cinotilapia Lions Cove. I'll put it in chat for you. And there's a few different species of Cinotilapia, but no one really calls them dwarf, but they're a dwarf in my opinion. But as you can see, there's a couple different types here. Like this one's really cool if you can find it. Zebroides or Zebroides, Kobu Blue, Sea Blue Blah, Sea Blue Blay. Yeah, so look up Cinotilapia. They're perfect for a 40 breeder. Couple different species to go with. The JLo Reef is really cool. Like, look at this guy. Like, that's a pretty neat fish. Pretty cool looking fish, if you ask me. Wait. What? I heard something about Amazon puffers. Where did I see? I saw something about an Amazon puffer. Who said something about Amazon puffers? About trimming teeth. I saw that comment and then I got distracted. If you do a group of Amazon puffers, you will have to watch their teeth, but as long as you got lots of snails in there, the problem is when you get the ones that are really picky and they don't want to eat snails. I've come across an Amazon puffer or two that will only eat like bloodworms or worms in general. It's kind of annoying. How is the house building, Bob, going? You mentioned you got some wood. Yep. I mean, it's going. It's a process. It's going to take a while. It's just me doing it. So, got my windows ordered, which I don't know why, but apparently windows take like a month. So that's kind of frustrating. But I did get my windows ordered this weekend, so that's pretty exciting. Windows and doors. So yeah, it's just a very long, tedious project. Neat. They are neat. What kind of... Wait. Johnny at Dan's Fish, what do you think of the Amazon puffer? Oh yeah, they look bloated after... Yeah, all puffers look bloated after they're eating. They look like... That's like me after Thanksgiving. Big old gut hanging out. Buttons popping off your shirt. We all been there. Happy 4th. Thank you to all those who support our republic. Happy 4th to you too, my friend. Yeah, I would bet that they're feeding him worms. I don't know if they got snails, but I bet they just feed him worms. Does anyone have suggestions on where to buy floating plants online? That is a good question. I've never really bought floating plants online before. Maybe someone in chat has some suggestions. High blood pressure, I think. Overdone it with exercising this morning. Overdoing it with exercising, though, really shouldn't cause blurred vision. If you overdo it with exercise, you usually feel like you're going to pass out. Although blurred vision can be a symptom of getting ready to pass out. So maybe. I don't know. I'm certainly not a doctor. They're eating mysis, bloodworms, and pellets. Pellets? That's pretty crazy. I want the Amazon. The Amazon. There is just nothing quite like some good quality H2O. So good. You knew that was coming, Johnny. You knew that was coming. What pellets? What pellets are you feeding them? Probably, you know what? I bet they would eat Viberbites. Massivore? Oh, that makes sense. Like, literally everything eats Massivore. Massivore smells so bad. Any fish will eat it. I bet they would eat Viberbites. Hands down. I would bet my fish room on it. No suggestions for floating plants? Someone's got to be buying floating plants online. We just need one suggestion. Window liquor. Number 5. There's 5 window liquors out there, at least. And Viberbites. Oh, see, there it is. I knew it. I knew it. My pea puffers ate Viberbites. Blurred vision can be a symptom of high blood pressure. But blood pressure is known as the silent killer. My blood pressure is high again. Just checked. You gotta be careful with high blood pressure, man. Don't mess around with that. H2O, where I thought that was Kool-Aid. H2O, here I thought it was Kool-Aid. No, too much sugar in Kool-Aid. I'm pretty anti-sugar these days, although I did have some sugar at the old cookout the other night, and boy did I pay for that. First time I've had sugar in who knows how long. An hour? I don't know. A month? I just bought water hyacinth for my tank, but where? We need suggestions on where to buy floating plants. All hands on deck here. Floating plants. Oh, Liquid Zoo gave suggestions. KJE Aquatics for floating plants. There you go. There you go. KJE Aquatics. I have personally never bought anything there or gotten anything from them. But we have one suggestion. That's all I asked for. Just one. You got a place to look like. You got a place to look. 2. That's 2 votes for KJE Aquatics for floating plants. I just go to local lakes. I got some really nice lugwidia out of a local lake when I was out fishing the other day. I was just looking down, untangling my line, and I was like, holy smokes, there's some lugwidia. So I pulled it out, brought it home, put it in my ponds, and it's doing well. There was another lake I was at. I don't know why I didn't grab any, but again, I was out fishing, and I saw what I swear was Pogostemum stellatus octopus. It looked exactly like it, and I don't know, man. I was just reeling in fish left and right. And I didn't even think about it. Like, I was on the phone with ESPN. They were like, man, you need your own fishing show. Like, you're really good. And I was like, I know. So between talking to them and fishing, I just didn't think about pulling any of those plants out. But when I go back next time, I'm definitely getting some. Because it looked exactly like it. And I'm like, if that can survive in my water, that would be amazing. Like, outside in my water, I mean. Blurred vision can be due to diabetes. Yep. Floating plants? I don't know. Massivore pellets are so expensive, though. Anyone ever bought any of that stuff? It's so much money. The other 4 are not as special as I am. I believe it. Yep, or glaucoma, or yeah. Literally, we could talk about 100 things that cause blurred vision. Like, oh, man. Take care of yourself, buddy. Be careful, Paul. We want you to be here a long time, my friend. He's a good businessman. Glaucoma. All right, I think we're gonna call it. It's noon here, which means I gotta get ready for festivities. I gotta go. But thank you everyone for coming out. We made it an hour and a half. That's pretty good. Debbie says, liquor number 5, you're the best. I don't know why I'm looking at my windows, but I'm making sure there's no lick marks on them. But thanks everyone for coming out. I hope you all have a great day. Be safe. Try not to lose any digits if you're blowing stuff up. Thanks everyone for the super chats and the gifted subs. I super appreciate it. Dan spoiled my fish with the name brand food before I got here. Nice. But all right, we should be back here Friday with Danny, hopefully for round number 2 of us doing the whatever you want to call it. Don't have a name for it yet. Your mom told you you'd go blind and you'd get hairy palms. When it's actually, if you don't do it, that's what happens. You get built up. You don't want that building up in there. You gotta get some relief. But anyways, I don't know why I just took it there, but I did. So that definitely means I need to go and yeah, have a great Monday if it's Monday where you're at, and I'll see you all hopefully Friday. Yeah, sounds good. Have a good one. Steenfott shout. Stephanie, I don't know what that means.